August 1, everybody needs pitching, whether it's a short-term rental or it's a rental of a guy the other team wants to deal because they're not going to be able to afford him, or whether it's a rental to then sign the guy to extension. These are the hot names. This guy was Lucas Gialito, was hot Toronto Blue Jay prospect, wound up going to the White Sox, has pitched well, bad franchise, bunch of nagging injuries. They're not going to be able to re-sign him because his dollar value is going to be significant, maybe 20 to 25 mil. He's available. We hear the Dodgers are interested. I don't understand what's going on at Wrigley Field. Marcus Stroman's had a huge bounce-back season, maybe quietly, might be a potential Cy Young Award guy. Why the Cubs don't want to offer to extend him, hard to believe unless they don't believe that this is Marcus Stroman you're going to get every year going forward. He's shown these flashes, but he's never shown the consistency of this year until this year. Cleveland historically has developed so many pitchers, John, and then they turn around and move them before they become free agents because their farm system just continues to develop them. Shane Bieber's currently on the injured list with a minor shoulder ailment. Guy's a warrior. Guys like all the other Cleveland pitchers who've been dealt away, he's going to bring them a volume of young players in return. Interesting guy is in St. Louis, Jack Flaherty. Cardinals are having just a miserable season. Jack Flaherty, once really promising prospect, has fought through some nagging injury issues. He spent the first third of this season on the AL. He's finally back. He's pitching well. They got so many young arms that they're probably going to wind up moving him. Might be a bit of a question mark there. Journeyman, the old dog, Lance Lynn, ex-Texas Ranger, ex-Cardinal, or is in now with the White Sox. He's given up 25 home runs. Throws the hell out of the ball, strikes a lot of guys out, doesn't keep the ball in the yard. That'd be at about a 15-minute rental. I don't think you'd pay a big price to get him, but he does give you innings. And then the mystery guy is Eduardo Rodriguez, former Red Sox lefty with Detroit, has had flashes in which he's pitched really well, Fenway Park and Comerica Park, but there have been personality issues. He left the team with mental health issues. Now he's back in Detroit. He's probably going to be traded. So if I were King, I think I'd go after Gialito with the idea maybe I could sign him to an extension. My second choice on that list would probably be Bieber. If I could get Flaherty to come in and be my fourth or fifth guy at Dodger Stadium or even Angel Stadium, maybe I'd look in that direction. Any of those names kind of attract your attention?
Yeah, there are interesting names on that list. I mean, Marcus Stroman, you're not sure what you're going to get because the previous years he was hit and miss. He's been great this year. And Lance Lynn, I think you're right on target there. That guy is he just throws like high fastballs and people are going to light him up. So, every year we come down to this trade deadline and every year every contending team needs more pitching. And here are some great names that are on the board. This is always an exciting time. It makes the baseball trade deadline is so much different than the other sports. So I like this. Now, if you're the Padres, you're not going for any of these guys. If you're the Dodgers, there's some pretty interesting names here. A lot of guys you could plug in and probably pay a lot less than you would have to pay to get Ohtani.
You did buckle your seat belt.
Yes, I did.
Hold on to the table.
All right.
Okay, next name. Justin Verlander, Mets. Carlos Carrasco, Mets. Landing spot, San Francisco.
Yeah, I saw that rumor as well.
$40 million, 1 year left on Verlander's contract. Old warrior. Now it would mean the Mets are raising the surrender flag to the season, and they're going to dispatch some people, and then they dive back into free agency next year. But I don't know that the Dodgers could take nor would want to take on a $40 million deal for next year that Verlander would have in a suitcase when he arrives at LAX. But San Francisco's got money. They got space because of all these 1 year rentals, and they're just hanging in there. So keep an eye on that one. You like Verlander in San Francisco?
It was interesting. I mean, to your point, the Giants have a lot of resources, and they're unexpectedly competitive this year too. So it makes sense for them to make a move for Verlander or one of these other pitchers. But wow, that'd be something if he came over. But how old is he?
Just this side of 40.
Yeah. So, that's a gamble, right? Because he's already had some injuries this year, I think.
Okay. Other baseball